This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and tonight the Giants could not get it done against the Kansas City Royals. They came close. They had a great shot to win this one with the way Robbie Ray was going on the mound, but they fell 3-1 at Oracle Park tonight. Ray spun 7 innings of shutout ball while striking out 7 batters, but Kris Bubic was even better as he had a no-hitter going through 5 innings. Tyler Rogers gave up the lone big hit in this game as Vinnie Pasquantino took him deep over the wall in the deepest part of Oracle Park. We'll break it all down, but first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. Please, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed, and make sure to check out the Locked On Giants daily show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Ben Caspick, always does a great job. And this one, the Giants had a great shot to win this one at home. You had Robbie Ray just dealing on the mound. He has been so good this season for the Giants. He still doesn't have a loss on the year. The loss doesn't go to him today. It goes to Tyler Rogers as he gave up the big 2-run swat to the pass watch, Vinnie Pasquantino. But Ray today, he just really had that four-seamer working, and the Giants offense just could not come up with any big hits tonight, man. They had an opportunity in the bottom of the 7th after Casey Schmidt smacked a double with 1 on already to put runners at second and third base with only 1 out, but then came today's turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And the turning point came with Tyler Fitzgerald up at the dish, line drive into a double play, hits one right to Bobby Witt Jr. Willy Adames just leaning off of third base, gets doubled up. You cannot have that happen in that situation. The Giants, I thought they were going to score for sure in that inning. Absolutely thought that Tyler Rogers or Elliot Ramos was going to be able to drive them in. Tyler Fitzgerald or Luis Matos was going to be able to drive them in. It just didn't work out. Just did not work out for the Giants today. And really, they ran into a buzzsaw. Bubic has been so good for the Royals this year. His ERA is below 2. He's sitting at a 1.47 ERA. He's 5-2 on the year. And he's in 10 games, he has been absolutely dominant. His whip is right around 1. He's got 61 strikeouts and 61 innings pitched. This guy has been dominant all year for the Royals, and the Giants, they just ran into a bit of a buzzsaw. Now, with the loss, the Giants in series openers at home, just 3-5 on the season, which is a little bit concerning, yet they're still 4-2 in a home series. So it's not like the Giants are out of contention for winning this series, this 3-gamer against the Royals, just because they dropped game 1. So let's not be too hasty with the sky is falling type narratives after the Giants lose game 1 of this series. But I do think that they'll have an opportunity to win. They'll have to bounce back. But hey, we know that this team is capable of doing some things. But it was just all the bad juju going against the Giants today. Bubic, we already talked about how dominant he's been this year too. And on top of that, he's a lefty. And we know that the Giants have fared very, very, very poorly against left-handed starting pitchers this year. They're just 3-10 on the season. So, the Giants really needing to figure out a way to hit these left-handed starters. They're not very good in these situations. The offense just seems to disappear sometimes when things are when you got lefties on the mound, and today was no exception. The Giants just could not come up with that big hit. They had a hard time piecing together any hits in this one. As I said, they didn't have any through the first 5 innings of this game. Finished this one with just 6 hits. So the Giants really did not have much going for them. They were able to generate a run in that bottom of the 8th inning. Jung-Hoo Lee double to right field drove in Sam Huff and put Elliot Ramos over there at third. And I thought they were going to be able to keep that rally going. Matt Chapman pops out in foul territory to the catcher. And man, the amount of foul balls to the catcher, like just popping out into foul territory in the last 2 innings of this game was just really, just uninspiring to watch, man. I mean, you got to have something a little bit better than that. I mean, it's not what you want to see. Matt Chapman popping out with runners on second and third in a very tight game, in a 1-run game at that point. Willie Adames popping out to start off the ninth inning to Salvi Perez, and then Tyler Fitzgerald popping out to Vinnie Pasquantino at foul territory for the second out of the inning in the ninth. So like 3 of the Giants' last 4 outs come by way of pop outs in foul territory. That's a bit of a bummer. You want to see them at least put the ball in play and give them a chance to make something happen. I mean, maybe you get another Little League home run like Elliot Ramos had earlier this season, but it just was not in the cards for the Giants tonight. Tyler Rogers has been very, very, very good this year, but today was just not his day. Even after giving up that 2-run jack, still 2-2 on the season with the 2.01 ERA. So I think he'll be just fine. Tyler Rogers has been rock steady this year. A little bit of announcer's jinx. Mike Krukow and Dwayne Kuiper were talking about maybe campaigning for a Tyler Rogers all-star appearance, and then immediately gives up that 2-run bomb after he gave up a double to Jonathan India earlier in the inning. So just maybe a little bit of announcer's jinx. We'll chalk it up to that for Tyler Rogers out there today. But as I said, the Giants offense, not a single player with a getting on base more than one time. I mean, we talked about how great this Giants offense has kind of been in recent series, but the last couple days they have kind of fallen off a little bit, gone back to their I'm not going to say usual ways, but gone back to being cold up there at the dish. Just 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position of 7 guys on base. You want them to be a little bit better than that, and really the difference in this one, the Royals were just 2 for 7, but that was, one of those 2 was that one big hit by Pasquantino. So Giants just did not have it in the cards tonight as they fall to the Royals 3-1 in the first game of this 3-game series. And the Royals, pretty good baseball team. They're 27-22 on the season. They're not far off from what the Giants record is, 28-20 after the loss today for the Giants. Both teams over 500. Both teams, I think, are going to be in contention for wild card spots in their respective leagues. So Giants couldn't get it done, but they played pretty good against their opponents in the American League this season. They're 14-8 now in interleague play, 14 wins, tied for the most in the majors in interleague play. So take it with a grain of salt. Take this loss with a grain of salt, in my opinion. I think that the Giants are going to be just fine. You'll have a couple more opportunities to get the Royals before the series is over. And tomorrow you get a righty, Michael Lorenzen. So maybe they'll be a little bit better off facing a right-handed pitcher. And you also get Hayden Birdsong. So many of us have been campaigning for Hayden Birdsong to get back into the starting rotation. And we'll see him tomorrow as a starter. And we saw Jordan Hicks out of the pen today give up a run. Not what you really want to see from Hicks in his first relief appearance of the season. But hey, we'll see how it works out for Hicks. I don't think he's going to be a super crucial piece of this bullpen. I don't think that he really needs to be that successful for the Giants bullpen to keep doing what they're doing and keep on rolling. We got more to get into from today's game, including breaking down Robbie Ray's masterclass out there on the mound, getting into player of the game, and what you'll be talking about after this one. All that's next on the Locked On Giants Postcast. Today's show is brought to you by Wonderful Pistachios. Looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? Crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling fuller longer. Personally, I love the no shells variety. It's the perfect grab and go snack for busy days, whether I'm snacking at my desk, on a road trip, out at Oracle Park, or just need a quick protein boost. They're always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell for that satisfying crunch, the in-shell options are a classic favorite as well. I love the fact that Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids. And those little green wonders pack a huge punch. Get snacking and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. And today's show is also sponsored by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. I mean, I've been telling you guys, OKC is going to take this thing all the way. They pulled off game 7 against the Nuggets, and I really do expect them to win this series against the Wolves. I do not care who comes out of the East. It's the Thunder. So before the odds give you a little bit less return, make sure you get in on that Thunder NBA Finals champion right now before you end up getting a little bit less of a return. And if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and today the Giants just wasn't in the cards for them against the Kansas City Royals. They win this one 3-1. Bubic was great for the Royals today, and Rodgers. I mean, he gave up that home run, but as my guy who let me cook says in the chat, that Vinnie home run was annoying because it was a good pitch, and it really was. Man, he just put a good swing on it, and sometimes good offense can sometimes just beat good pitching. So, we've seen guys be really good bad ball hitters in Major League Baseball. It's not out of the question to see a good pitch get smacked every now and again, and that's just kind of what happened tonight. It's just one of those games where you don't really, I don't think you should be too upset about this loss. It's just kind of, it's a 162 game season. Losses like this are going to happen. You just got beat. You just got beat today. It wasn't anyone, the Giants didn't lose this game so much as the Royals went out and won it. And I'm okay with that kind of a loss, a lot more okay than I am with the Giants like giving away a win with like walks or errors or just bad decisions on the bases or anything like that. Like, you went out, you played a solid game. You just ran into a buzzsaw in Kris Bubic, but it's a bummer that they could not get Robbie Ray another win. Robbie has been so good this season. I mean, just look at look at his stats this year so far. I mean, Robbie Ray has been absolutely dominant on the mound, 2.67 ERA. Today, he had 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk, which I thought was great. Gave up 6 hits over the 7 innings of work, and of course, no runs in those 7 innings. But it was very key to me that Robbie Ray did not give up a bunch of walks, because he has been, kind of given a lot of free passes this year. His 26 walks coming into this game were second most in Major League Baseball. And he's been pretty good at managing those runners on base, with hitters only going 14 for 69. That's a 203 average with 22 strikeouts while he has runners on base. So again, Robbie Ray doing a pretty good job managing that traffic today when he did have it. But him not walking guys is like him taking his stuff to another level. And I mean, he's been doing a lot of work with that fastball, and today was no different. 49% of his pitches today was that 4-seamer. And I mean, he was really, doing a lot of work with that one. He did have some hard contact, but didn't give up a whole lot with it. Didn't give up a whole lot in general out there on the mound. Only 6 balls in play off the 25 swings that he had against the fastball. So that's a very, very, very good strike rate with those or with that 4-seamer. So happy to see Robbie Ray keep rolling. And as I've told you guys many times so far on this postcast, on this show this season, I think that Robbie Ray is going to be one of 2 ways. He's either going to be very good for the Giants, or he's going to fall apart. And I don't think he's going to fall apart this year. I think we've officially, seen enough of Robbie Ray to know that this guy is without a doubt the second best pitcher on this staff next to Logan Webb. He has been so efficient, so good, and maybe not as efficient as he could be with all those walks, but today super efficient and just getting all those strikeouts, racking them up, and pitching very well around the traffic on the base paths. Robbie Ray did a great job doing all those things again today, but it just didn't work out because the Giants just couldn't hit the ball. So for today's player of the game, we got to give it to Robbie Ray. Who else are we going to give it to?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And Robbie Ray absolutely deserves this player of the game, not just because nobody else on the Giants did anything today, but because Robbie was just, utterly dominant. Without him, the Giants had no shot at winning this game. And he shoved. There's no two ways about it. Robbie Ray was absolutely electric tonight. Bummer they could not get him the win in this one. But getting into what you'll be talking about after this game, this Giants offense looking like it's starting to sputter again.
This is what you'll be talking about.
And I'm checking out the chat right now, and Roland Zamora says the Giants offense, aside from Wilmer Flores, is a joke. And while I don't think that their whole offense is a joke, we were talking just the other day about how Elliot Ramos has been having one of the best months of May in all of baseball. He just didn't really have it tonight. Still picked up a hit, but didn't really just have that juice tonight. I think this offense is going to improve. Willie Adames is not going to bat 219 the whole season. Matt Chapman is not going to bat 216 the whole season. I think those two guys getting going will really change the complexion of this Giants offense. Plus, I think Lamont Wade Jr. is going to start rolling sometime soon. I think that he's had a lot of good at-bats lately. You're seeing him making solid contact. Came in for another pinch hit single today. So Lamont Wade Jr. getting it done as a pinch hitter in recent days. Mikey Yaz, the other pinch hitter today, could not get it done. Last final out of the game, struck out swinging. But once the rest of this Giants lineup gets going, then I do think it's a once they get going, not a if they get going. I think they'll be just fine. Plus, you saw Casey Schmidt come back today and have a very nice double when the Giants really needed one in that seventh inning. And I think that you'll see a little bit of a lift from Encarnacion as well. It will give them another option at first base, another option at DH. And you kind of have just this weird carousel going over there right now, which that's never a good situation, but you do at least have some pop in those bats. Casey Schmidt, say what you want about the guy and his plate discipline, but when he makes contact, he hits the hell out of that ball. And same with Encarnacion. Encarnacion doesn't really have that home run swing, that launch angle that you kind of need to get that lift, but that guy is just a gap-to-gap line drive machine. And I think those two guys will add a little bit of extra base hit juice to this lineup that really needs it right now. And until you get Adames and Chapman rolling, you got to find it from somewhere else. And whether that's coming from Wilmer Flores or Jung-Hoo Lee or Elliot Ramos or Casey Schmidt. You got plenty of guys on this lineup that can swing the stick. You just got to do it. And the Giants, we're going to see the offense go up and down this year. We know that is not the strength of this team. This team is built around pitching and defense. And they're hopefully going to be able to have enough offense to win a lot of games this year. But I like I said, I don't think it's time to panic. The Giants have lost quite a few first games of series at home this season, and they've ended up going on to win the majority of their home series. Series openers at home, they're just 3-5, but they're 4-2 in home series this year. So the Giants, I do think that they still have a chance at getting this series from the Royals. I think tomorrow's a very, very, very good chance for the Giants to win, as they are facing a right-handed pitcher instead of a lefty. Michael Lorenzen is getting the start for the Royals. He's got a pretty good ERA on the season, 3.76, but we also get Hayden Birdsong as a starter for the first time in a Giants uniform this season. So, I'm excited to see Hayden Birdsong get on the bump and be able to show what he's got as a starter. I do not think that that Hicks was the right move for the Giants as a starting pitcher. I understand why he got the nod to start the season. You kind of want to just play that out and see if that experiment was going to work, but it's time to turn the page on the Jordan Hicks experiment and let the young guys take over. Hayden Birdsong and Landon Roop, that is the future of this Giants rotation. I think Landon Roop, even though he's had some rough spots to start the season, I think his last outing was very good, and he'll start to settle in as well. He gets a lot of ground ball outs. I really like the way that Roop profiles as a starter, and Birdsong is just so electric. He's got ace type stuff. And he's probably my personal favorite of all the young arms that the Giants have in their system right now. And I'm excited to watch him pitch tomorrow. It'll be a fun outing at Oracle Park. And it's City Connect Tuesday, so hopefully the Giants can get the mojo rolling with the new City Connects. It's all the time that we got for you guys today on the Locked On Giants Postcast. Giants fall today 3-1 to the Royals, but don't panic because the Giants have dropped a lot of first games of home series, and they're still sitting there with twice the amount of series wins at home as they have losses. So I think they'll be just fine. Starts tomorrow, though. If they want this series, you got to win both of the last two games. So tomorrow, Hayden Birdsong, Michael Lorenzen. We'll see who comes out on top. That's all the time we got for you guys today on the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.